Thank you. I just want to start off by saying how humbled I am to be here and grateful that I've been asked to be a part of this. And some of my close friends are included in this we've lost 2 friends way too soon. Shout out to the mayor, shout out to Ryan Caldwell specifically for making this happen. Shout out to Annie, the Warwick Valley Prevention Coalition. Shout out to Mike, I never met Mike, that was amazing. And shout out to, I believe it was Mary who just spoke about her son. I can't imagine how hard that was. This is a poem I wrote. I'm from Warwick, New York. This is unfortunately a poem that was inspired by my town and the people in it. Addiction's when someone becomes complacent with destruction. Addiction's a self-inflicted enslavement to a substance. Addiction is a sickness that's been mentally depressing me. Addiction is eventually a chemical dependency. Addiction just befriended me, tempted me and tested me, pressured me deceptively, allegedly to rescue me. Addiction is the conviction of a wishful stupendousy, falsely promoted to us as a blissful serenity. Addiction is the penalty. Addiction is the enemy. Addiction is the thing that turns a friend into a memory. Addiction is a decision to retreat from one's own destiny. Addiction is a condition that's been predisposed genetically. Addiction puts restriction on your mission and your cause. Addiction is when all a children's innocence is lost, ridden with exhaust to the point you can't relate with them or debate with them, as a slave to escapism. Stubborn minds telling lies like it's justified, in denial with their lives, steady stuck in pride. Inside a confined box from the onset, the pain's non-stop, the temptation is constant. Mix the uppers with the downers, the antis with the depressants, the puffers with the powders and the pills with the injections. A daily dosage just to cope every hour, but it ain't safe to take it just because it's over the counter. As alcohol is poisoning the minds of us all, to the point where if some stop, they could die from withdrawals. Some are looking for a smile, some are looking for care, some are living in denial, some are fully aware. Cause I'm friends of many addicts who inject themselves with harmony, but then again, what the heck you expect? I'm from the pharmacy. I only say it cause it's as disgraceful as it sounds. That's the nickname we've been given by our neighboring towns. Yeah, the pharmacy. So don't be fooled by the views of this beautiful destination, cause behind the picket fence was the truth of our reputation. They say that it's under control, but I doubt it. They call it heroin, but there's nothing heroic about it. Another epidemic spread that we choose to oppress. Another teenage death we refuse to address. Another daughter taken through the clouds up in the skies and died from the same drug she vowed to never try. So now we're forced to think it happened for a reason. How are we supposed to know that'd be the last time we would see him? So who's to blame when the user becomes a liar? And who's to blame, the consumer or the supplier? Either way is too consistent to conceal it, and these shouldn't be the issues that our children have to deal with. But since we don't want the concern to ever turn public, we never see the cause of grief or ever learn from it. Regrettable, cause I feel like it's preventable. At least there's gotta be a way to make it less accessible. But we'll never get protection from above for prevention of a drug when it's swept under the rug. It starts with the peer pressure that's affiliated, mixed with self-hate from being publicly humiliated. Isolated, thinking God was never watching. Cried till suicide became a better option. Just trying to find a different place to stay. Running away from pain, scared to face the day. So it seems that it's a disorder of the genes. Like for every addict cleans when he more become a fiend. As we stare up at the screens of our cameras and phones, while teens overdose, destroying our families and homes. We're all in it, yet we still be scared to talk about it. While these rehabilitation centers getting awfully crowded, it starts by asking what we question the least. How did these poppy seeds from overseas get in our streets? We feel depleted because we don't have the answers. The hope is we can change it through some vocal awareness. Knowing very well that it can never be enough, but I vow to never give up, forever McNutt. No way to cope from this defeated sense of hopelessness. I send you my condolences, cause I can feel your loneliness. But staying silent is a horrible option, cause we're either trying to solve it or we're part of the problem. So let us draw from this dark pit of emotion, maximize the meaning for the ones we miss every moment. Until the day justice for every victim is spoken, may we fight and come together till the stigma is broken.
Thank you, Sam. If you guys like that, he's performing back at the community center this afternoon. Come back and check us out, man.
Yeah!
Wow, man, that gave me goosebumps. I don't know about anybody else. You know? That's when you know something's happening. Some healing is taking place here, you know what I mean? And, you know, I just want to say, if you've been broken by this, it's okay. Me and my friend, we often say, sometimes you got to be broken in order to reach someone who's broken. You know what I mean? And, I'm getting emotional, man. This is amazing, you know. And I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna bring up our next speaker. He'll give you goosebumps too. Come on, Ed.
Yeah.